Hi there, it's Carl Irwin, the Common Magician, and I've got something interesting to show you. I've got a deck of cards here we're going to take a look at in a moment. What I need you to do is I need you to pick a card. Now, normally magicians will take cards and they'll say, go ahead and pick a card, but this is not that kind of a trick. This is a very different kind of trick. See, what I want you to do is you have 52 options in the deck, 52 different cards. I want you to think of one. I want you to think of a card. Think of one. Go ahead and name it. And in order to do this for you, I've got a deck of cards here, and we'll select one freely. If you take a look, we've got the Queen of Clubs. And really, this is free. You really could think of any card at all. Doesn't really matter. Queen of Clubs is the one you have. That is fascinating. Let me tell you, that is interesting. I'll show you what is interesting about the Queen of Clubs if we find it here real quick. We're going to need the Queen. I'm going to show you this. This is really interesting that you happen to pick that one. If we take a look here, all the way through Queen of Clubs. Ah, here it is. Here's what we found. I've got a card that's facing the wrong way. You can see all of the other cards are facing the right way, except for that one. Just that one card is facing. That's not the most interesting thing about this card, though, that's facing the wrong way. What's more interesting about this is the fact that it is black, and you're thinking, so what? Why does that matter? You see all the other cards in the deck, they're all gold. Every other card in the deck is gold, but only this one card is black. You can look all the way through the deck. All the cards are gold except for this one. But that's not the most interesting thing about this card. It's more interesting, but it's not the most interesting thing. You see, what's most interesting thing about this card is that you were thinking of the what? Ah, yeah, the Queen of Clubs. You see, it's the Queen of Clubs that I leave in the deck facing upside down with a different back. That is the brainwave. Brainwave. So, this is a handling of brainwave. Why bother showing this to you? This is not a tutorial or anything. Not really. It kind of is in a way, as I explain what this is about. I have a product on Penguin. It's a video download. It's over 2 hours of instruction. It's called The Magic Bullet. The Magic Bullet. It's on the Spread Cull. That's what the instruction is about. Now, I don't give 2 hours of instruction specifically on the Spread Cull. I give about an hour of instruction on the Spread Cull, but then there's more stuff on there that relates to classic effects. The Spread Cull is one of those moves that I believe is the kind of move where it could be the only one you use, and you can do a ton of magic. Just that one move. It could be the only thing you're using in a session of magic with somebody, often with a borrowed deck that's in use. Could be something that's just absolutely fair. Only using that one move, which happens to be one of the few moves that is what I consider a burnable move. You can do it with people looking directly at the cards, and they don't see what's going on. They can't know for sure what's going on. Those are the best kind of moves because you really can't get caught. You really can't get caught. No one can catch you out when you're doing a Spread Cull, if you're doing it comfortably and if you're doing it properly, as opposed to some other moves, which kind of leave you quite dirty often. Spread Cull doesn't do that, not typically. It is a move that some people are a little afraid of. They shy away from it. They're concerned about it. It's awkward feeling. But what I do on my download is I teach you a comfortable way to approach it from the very beginning, as if you know nothing about it. The way that I see is best to think about it, the way to handle it, the way to start learning it, the way to progress quickly and efficiently into using the Spread Cull well, comfortably, and frequently in your magic. And if you do that, you can do a lot of things. To demonstrate that point, I teach 9 classic effects. These are 9 tricks that are extremely traditional to card magic. They've been well known for a long period of time, and I co-opt these effects, and I use them in such a way, and I apply them in such a way that you can accomplish them using only a Spread Cull and nothing else beyond open handling of the deck. Things that you can do absolutely openly in front of the spectators. The only covert move is the Spread Cull. The list of tricks that I teach using this move are cutting the aces, the ambitious card routine, multiple faces using only the Spread Cull, And the ending that I teach is an absolute killer. They see their card on the face, by the face, going into half of the deck over here. It doesn't seem to come to the top, but it ends up over here on the other half of the deck. It's a card to impossible phase in the ambitious card routine. It is justified, it is logical, it makes sense in the premise of the effect, and it is absolutely astounding. And they can really choose any card. They can have any choice of any card at the beginning. They don't have to be forced into a certain kind. Can be done with a borrowed deck in use, even using just that one move. Really quite impossible. No double lifts, no covert add-ons, no covert turnovers, only the spread call. I also teach the Chicago opener. Classic effect where a card is freely selected and it is shown to have an off back to the rest of the deck. If you're using a blue deck, it might be a red card and it is a free selection. That card is set on the table. You say you can do it again. There's another free selection of any card in the deck. You go to change the back again and you look through, you can't find it. But the card that was just selected a moment ago that is sitting face down with an off back, you turn that over and it is the second selection, has miraculously changed into that card using only a spread call, just that one move, no other moves, no other slights, just that one. It's been adapted into that. I also teach the invisible deck. Classic piece of magic that typically uses some of these, this isn't the only one, but some of these effects use heavily gaffed decks to do them impossibly. I teach you a way to do it using only the spread call and some open handling, and you can have a freely named card show up in the deck upside down. Also teach the brainwave, which I demonstrate here, a variation on that that has a revelation, a procedure of revelation that gets to a place where they think of a card, it's upside down, but it's also the wrong color compared to the rest of the deck. And you end up a whole lot cleaner with these two renditions than you do with their traditional handlings using those gaff decks. You're really set up to do kind of normal magic after that moment. You get rid of the off-color card and you can go on from there and do regular card tricks. I also teach a sandwich trick. So it's sandwich effect using the jokers, classic effect in magic, freely selected card, open handling, shows up sandwiched between the two jokers, classic effect. I also teach a card to wallet using only the spread call. Only the spread call. This is a handling that can, in many cases, be done with a borrowed deck. You can have the card go to the wallet in many cases, not all, but many. And what's great about my handling is that the card magically goes to the wallet. The wallet is brought out. It is shown that the card is in there. The card is apparently removed from the deck or from the wallet, put back with the deck, and you end up with a regular deck of cards. Regular deck of cards that you can do things with after that. All of the cards are there. No funny business, nothing to find at the end. So card to wallet, only the spread call, no palming, no secret wallets, no special gaffs and gimmicks, nothing like that. A number prediction. I teach a number prediction where you can even use a complex number. It could be multiple digit number that is freely selected, and you can predict it using the deck of cards. You can divine that number that has been chosen using the deck. I also teach in association with that another principle. It's kind of a bonus idea, which is an index using coins that can be used for number predictions, an indexing idea that I often carry around with me, and I teach you how to apply that as well. So that's a bonus kind of gaff effect that you can use, a bonus gimmick that you can apply to your magic. And then I teach also a couple of perspectives on any card at any number. These are the ones that I do most often, using only the spread call, no other slights, only the spread call and open controls, things that are done out in the open, right in front of the spectator, just that one move. So that's 9 classic effects that you can do with just one magic bullet move. The spread call, that is the magic bullet, available at Penguin. Go ahead and check it out now while it seems to be kind of in vogue. Good luck with that. Happy magicking.